Hello, today I would like to present you this quite interesting device from Motorola. It's being called Lex L10. It is mission critical LTE handheld, and that translates to just regular Android smartphone with dedicated push-to-talk button that you can assign to Wave on Cloud, so it can be used as a Wave PTX device and a regular handheld for doing every task that you need. It was designed for public safety, but right now the L10 is being phased out, so you can purchase it quite cheaply and use as a generic rugged smartphone. Here you can see the part number for ordering. I covered the email barcode just in case it have to be activated first through the Radio Central, and I don't know when I'm going to be publishing that video. So this is how it's presenting when you got it. First thing, we've got our quick start manual that is telling us to remove the protective film from the screen and from the rear facing camera. So of course we are going to do it. And this is our beautiful device that I really wanted to have. And we've got it. The size is pretty similar to the Hytera PNC 500. And of course we are going to do a lot of compare between different radios. Here we've got our beefy dedicated push-to-talk button that can be used with the Wave on Cloud. We've got our volume adjustment. On top we've got the power switch, and it's nicely hidden in that. I'm not sure if you can see that. We've got two elements standing out. So if you bump it like this, it's not going to be pressed because it is recessed. Very nice design thing. We've got our camera, and of course we are going to record some test footage and we are going to see it. On that side we've got nothing. Here we've got our headset port. This is how it's presenting, and it should be nicely weatherproof. We've got a very nice seal. On bottom you are going to find charging port and try to guess what kind of plug we are going to find here. This is micro USB. Yes, it is a quite old stuff. I told you that it's being phased out. Normally it is crazy expensive, but right now you can make a good deal. And the model number is being called Lex L10ig. We've got two SIM. We've got the public and the private SIM. And of course we've got our connector for the battery. Here, as you can see, we've got terminal for charging, and of course it can be stuck into charging base just like any Motorola radio. So it's going to be looking absolutely beautiful on my desk. Let's take a look what else do we've got. The first thing, of course, is our battery. And I deeply believe there are two types of battery. This is the standard capacity, and there is a more beefy one. And the more beefy one require you to purchase special separated battery door that is going to have like a expansion for the battery, so it's going to be a little bit bulge. So here are our contacts. We are going to slide it like this. It nicely clicked. Absolutely beautiful. Here is release for the battery, just in case you would be curious how to remove it. And let's try to power it on. And let's see, of course, we've got our Motorola Solutions logo. And let's see, we've got the information that this is a mission critical device. Let's take a look, because I would like to see that. Yes, mission critical handheld. Absolutely beautiful. While it's booting up, let's take a look what else do we've got. Here is our battery door, and they are for the standard capacity battery. So this is the standard one. Here is the model number, just in case you lose one and you would like to order it from Motorola. Let's take a look how to attach it. So how to attach it, if it's going to be just clicking like this, looks like. Just take a look how beautiful it is. I love those times when you just can purchase replacement battery and swap it out in seconds. Just take a look, you can swap the battery, and this is what you would like to see. Let's see what else interesting we can find in that box. We've got some disposal information that of course we are not going to read. Here I assume we are going to find charger. Just in case it would be interesting, you can hit pause and you can take a look what we've got. And looks like we've got a charger. So yeah, I would say that it is extremely good that those times passed, because basically this is something that only you can resell or throw out, because you are not going to be using it, and they had to attach European plug, British. Yeah, so yeah, this is a really waste of resources, because anyone's got a micro USB charger. Here we've got another waste of resources. We've got a beefy, lot of pages, regulatory guide. Yeah, most likely you are not going to read it. And what we've got over here, we've got a charging and most likely data transfer cable, and it is a regular micro USB. Let's see, USB rapid charging cable. Of course, you already got something like this in your home, so it will go here. That's basically conclude everything that we've got in this box. And we can take a look at our device. So we are going to press the top button to open it. We've got the power on, we've got our date, we've got information that the time is not set. And something that a lot of people like seeing is removing that piece of film, and that's because it is a mine unit. This is not something that I've got, this is something that I purchased. And let's take a look. How does it present? In my personal opinion, absolutely beautiful. Let's see the volume up and down. Yes, we are nicely swapping it out. If you would be curious, the Android version is 6.0, so it is pretty old. I'm not sure if we can do any firmware update on that. I have to check. It is straight out from box. Let's try to take some picture, and we are going to see how nicely does it working or not. So here is our Motorola Ion. Let's see how does it present. I'm not sure if we can zoom it out. So yeah, it is looking pretty decent. Let's take a look. I'm pretty sure I will record some movie and show you that as separated video. Since it is a regular Android smartphone, you can install your own application, but let's see what is pre-installed. We've got the Google Chrome. Here we've got something, device management. What else from Motorola? We've got documentation, but we need to be online, which we are not. We've got the radio service for remote controlling, but we need to pair it via Bluetooth. We've got the RM link. And basically, that's all. That's all what was pre-installed. We've got access to YouTube. We've got the Play Store, so we can install application like Zello or like a Wave PTX, the Wave on Cloud. And yeah, this is how it's presenting. It is a regular smartphone, so we've got absolutely no problem in using a regular dial pad, and we can just make a regular phone call. So it is not like a Motorola Ion, just a radio. It is regular smartphone for everyday tasks. And this is how it's presenting. And here we got the calculator. Yeah, the screen is nicely responsive. I'm wondering if it's going to be working in rain, because this is what I hate about my iPhone. When I've got a rain or snow on the screen, it is totally unusable. But here I've got no idea. But we are going, of course, to see. So let me grab different devices from Motorola and let's do a small compare. Here I've got some devices from Motorola that I try to arrange in a logic way. We go from handheld wave on cloud devices. This is TLK100, TLK150, which is mobile / base station wave on cloud only device. So those devices are only used for data transmission on the LTE or Wi-Fi, and they can be only used for making wave on clouds push-to-talk communication. Here we've got our brand new Lex L10, which is in the middle because it can be acting as wave on cloud client and can talk to those devices, but also it is just a regular smartphone and you can place phone calls. On those devices you cannot do that. Then we've got our Motorola Ion, and this device can communicate using wave on cloud on all those three devices, but we cannot place phone calls. This device can place phone calls, that one does not, but it's got other functionality. It can talk directly or via repeater into our regular DMR and analog radio. So this is the orientation. And this is the show off of different devices. So our Lex 10 beautifully fit into that ecosystem when you need to talk to the wave on cloud devices, but you do not need a DMR radio. So this can be your daily driver. And in addition, you can carry something like this. Let's try compare it to other similar device from different company. And here we've got my Hytera PNC 500 that is used in the Hytera ecosystem with dedicated push-to-talk button. I'm using wave on cloud, so for me it is much better fit to have Motorola, and that's why I'm changing it. But those two devices are quite similar. I would say the Hytera is a little bit bigger. They feel both great, so absolutely do not get impression that the Hytera is bad in any way. This is great device, and it can be also recharged via docking station. Here we've got newer design because we've got a USB-C, and this is how they are presenting. If you are just looking for bigger screen, then the Hytera is a little bit bigger, but it is extremely small difference. Just try to take a look when the screen is actually ending. So it is a tiny difference. The Motorola is smaller, but here we also got a pretty loud front-facing speaker, so absolutely do not to be afraid. It can be really loud. And here is how it's comparing to the Motorola SE 500 shoulder mic. We've got that beautiful greenish PTT button. Back then they go into that color. So this is how it's presenting. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you find that interesting. See you next time and bye bye.